So today I'm going to talk about trends. Trends always go into cycles. You will see things become that, fashion goes back into cycles, and now graphic design goes back into cycles. But there's a reason for it going into cycles, and there's a reason for trends. A lot of times these reasons are often overlooked. So if you look back at time, we used to not have cars, right? We used to go on horses and chariots. And when they first came out with chariots, chariots were really detailed and really well designed and whatnot to bring people on here. So then that became the main thing. And then eventually they made chariots more and more efficient. So since horse and chariots were the main source of transportation, besides obviously walking, when they introduced cars, people were thinking, well, why do I need this? Why do I need a car when I'm already riding a horse and chariots and that's already efficient? Plus, I don't need to put gasoline. The horse just eats from the grass. Why am I going to be paying for gasoline? And there's this whole aspect. So, if they just took a box and they put wheels on it, it wouldn't have been so enticing. What they decided to do is really make it beautiful. So cars were intentionally designed. I can imagine a craftsman slaving away all day long for just making one button on the knob just to have the slightest curve with the nice little button embossed to just turn the volume up. All the elements on the car were just so highly sophisticated and highly designed. And then as people started going and using cars, then people are no longer enticed by the beauty of the car. It's more interested in the efficiency, right? So this is where maximalism design becomes a more like simplistic design, and then they're looking to clean things and to make things look more modern. And then the idea is that it's not what you can add, but it's what you can take away. And so this is happening with graphic design. If you looked at apps, right? Apps used to have all this type of textures. The Notes apps used to look like a real notebook with the texture of paper and to feel like you're actually like it's like a real life thing. And now as time goes on, the design trends become more simplistic and it's more flat and it was, less gradient. And so now, as that has evolved, maybe they're bored of that, right? So this is where you evolve the design and you bring in certain illustrations or maybe some other type of pop colors or whatnot. So these design trends are often associated by the movie industry or by the predominant players in marketing, right? So if you look at the Pirates of the Caribbean movie and the compasses illustrated in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, during that time, a lot of branding logos end up using compasses in them, which is kind of funny. And subliminally, designers didn't even realize the association, but a lot of them had like sphere like logos and these sphere like kind of buzzles. And the movie industry had a huge impact as a cultural movement on all these branding initiatives. So being aware of this trend, you can know whether or not you're kind of dating yourself in the design or not, or whether you're going to do something that's a little bit more lifetime. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do something that's based off of a trend, but it's something that you definitely want to be aware of. Because riding a trend in, you need to figure out what you're going to do when you ride the trend out.